All right, here are my guesses. I went in a very different direction.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is the Re-Entry Buzz. This is season 9, episode 2 here. Who won? Who won the last episode?
I won last episode.
Cole won the last. Okay, all right. So this one's mine. I will be winning this one. But today,
Totes.
as you know, as always, we have a blind pour in front of us. Neither of us have any idea what it is. Could be anything. Could be sheep dung smoke whiskey from Iceland. Yep. But we are going to sniff it, tell you how much we'd pay for it right now. You ready, Cole?
Let's do it.
Wow. Okay. First sniff was definitely positive sniff for me.
Yeah.
But it was not like a clear, like, oh, this is this type for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the sip went the same way for me, I guess. Wow. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
How much would you pay for this?
70.
70 over or under. I might. I'm having trouble differentiating what I think this is worth versus what I would
versus what you think it is.
Yeah. Like if I was on vacation and I was at a distillery and I tried this, I would pay 80 for this. I'll take the over 70. Nice. Yeah, I'll say 80.
That sounds good. All right. We'll see what our guesses are and our notes are right after this quick break.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So we got some notes for you. I'm going to make Cole go first on this one. Tell me what you got.
Yeah. On the nose, I said slight peanuts. Makes me think maybe Booker's or Knob Creek. But there's something sweeter about this that leads me to believe it might not be Jim Beam. Palate, I said peanuts remain, but it is sweet and almost candy-like. Much more candy-like than what I remember of Booker's / Knob Creek. Could this be different? ? On the finish, I said the finish makes this competition hard. It is sweet and not too salty / peanutty, but the peanuts are still inescapable. But I remember something that might fit this bill that we've drank it before.
All right. Now I'm going to lead it in my notes here. But first, I want to tell you one particular thing that's just absolutely spike wedged into my mind here.
Spike wedge.
Smoky, barbecue smoky. Any of that?
Maybe.
Somehow it just like I became obsessed with the idea of barbecue smoke. All right, here we go. For nose, I said caramel sweet, age mellowed, barnyard funk. There's like I felt like this is a young distillery, but their oldest product. So I said it's smoky, barbecue smoky, and then I landed on mesquite, and I was just like stuck
on a mesquite. You say
mesquite smoky note. So for palate, once I tasted it, I said it tastes like a high age for a young distillery. It had this caramel vanilla creaminess that I recognized from this candy that I've had in my life before. And like, it was crazy how it just brought me back to this moment for a candy that I probably haven't had in like 20 years, literally. And that candy is called Cowtails.
Yeah. Good old Cowtails.
Yeah. Is it a national thing? You've had Cowtails?
Totally. Yeah.
Okay. Because like I grew up in Kansas and like I don't know, it was just like a regional like cowtail candy. But there was there was a creamy caramel outer layer. It was just a cylinder rope
Mhm.
but the outer layer was a creamy caramel and the inner layer was a vanilla cream.
Yeah.
Everything was creamy. I keep saying the word creamy.
Mhm.
It was caramel and vanilla on the middle.
Ooh.
So that was what I got out of this, was the cowtail candy. For finish, I said the finish was weak, but like it was nice. It was a pleasant finish, but it was a weak finish.
Yeah.
Salted caramel, little bit of
Mm.
minerality bite. Like I say salted caramel, like the minerality kind of gave me that like
Yeah.
saltiness. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. I'm at the cowtails. Please comment
Cowtail
in the
Central.
comment on this video if you've had
Yeah.
cowtails before. It make me feel like I'm not
Cowtails
like
are great.
absolutely crazy. But
Yeah.
I will lead into my guesses now if you're ready. You
Okay.
ready?
Go for it.
All right, you're all locked in.
I am.
So
Mhm.
for type, I said bourbon. For
Okay.
secondary grain, I said rye.
Ooh.
Brand, I went ahead and said Del Bach
Ooh.
because I couldn't get over the mesquitiness of this.
Mhm.
For distillery, I said Brown Foreman because I couldn't get over
Oh.
the minerality of
Mhm.
this. For proof, I said 100 because I was thinking like bottled and bond route. For for
Oh.
for age, I said 4 because I feel like
Okay.
this is like a youthy distillery doing the best they can. It's their oldest
Yeah.
product from a young distillery. For finished, I said no. Bottle, this is great. I said new riff bottled and bond.
Ah.
For score, I gave it a B plus. I think that
Nice.
this is like definitely solid. I like
Yeah.
it. I think that it's like it clearly stands out, but it's not quite to the point where I want to say like it is extremely solid. It's well rounded. Like this is definitely it doesn't feel like it's a great whiskey being
Yeah.
produced. It just
Mhm.
like it's good. It clearly stands out and I like it. But there's
Yeah.
nothing about it that makes me feel like it deserves accolade.
Yeah. I get that. What was your score again?
Oh, B plus.
Okay. All right, here are my guesses. I went in a very different direction. Um, based on my notes, I remember a peanutty whiskey within the last year or two that wasn't Booker's. So I said type rye.
Oh,
I said secondary grain corn. Brand, I said Parker's Heritage.
oh, dang.
Distillery, I said Jim Beam, just to hedge a little bit because it is very peanutty here for me.
Yeah.
Proof, I said 128.8. Age, I said 10-year. Finished, I said nope. Bottle, I said Parker's Heritage 10-year rye.
Okay.
Which kind of mixes a little bit of that rye sweetness with the peanuts I was getting. I did give
Yeah.
I originally gave it an 8.9, but I lowered my score. The more I drank this, the less I didn't love. But yeah, that's what I got. You ready to
So like
reveal?
you while we were recording but off air, you
Yes.
mentioned the proof didn't align. Like so
But then I
do
thought
you
it might align.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right, I got you. There's a
Yeah.
world. Oh, did you already peek? Did you peek?
No, I peeked at the label of the number label because I was worried because our guesses
Yeah.
are so different that I'm like, did I pick the right number? And we picked
I got
142, right?
my my hand around it here. Here we go.
142. All right, let's reveal.
142. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Dang, not what I expected.
Oh, Michter's Toasted Barrel.
Not even close to what I expected.
Weird. Yeah, so and just to be clear, it's a 2024 bottling of Michter's
Nice.
Toasted
Is
Barrel.
that the one I got you?
Yeah, it would be.
Nice. All right. We'll be right back after this quick break and we'll see who did better on the scores.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So very interesting one here. This was
Very.
a Christmas present. Yes. Christmas
Yeah.
present. Michter's toasted toasted barrel finish. Oh yeah, it even says, we like spent so much time, we were like, is this finished? I don't know, but it literally says on the barrel right here, toasted barrel finish.
That's how you
This
know.
is the low proof Michter's toasted barrel finish bourbon. So going through the guesses here, type: Cole was on the rye train, 0 points. I was on the bourbon train, 5 points. Yep. Secondary grain, their mash bill is undisclosed.
Yep.
So
we don't know.
We do not know. We cannot confirm what a secondary grain is.
Probably not wheat though.
Yeah, for the correct. For the brand, Cole was on Parker's Heritage. I said Del Bach, 0 points. Distillery, yeah, whatever. This was Michter's. We didn't get it right, 0 points. Proof. Cole went with his full-on bottle guess here and said 128.8, hoping for that Parker's Heritage that he's pointing at right now. So no points for Cole, but I got one measly point because I was thinking this was a bottled and bond rat. I said 100. The proof on this is 91.4. So I was 0.1 off another little proof point there. But anyway, I got 1 point. For age, this has no age statement. Cole was thinking 10 with his Parker's Heritage guess. I was on 4. No age statement. For finished, funny enough, we both said no and yes. This is a toasted barrel finish from Michter's. So no points for either of us there. Obviously, we did not get the bottle guess correct. We both were thinking kind of B plus route. Cole said 8.7. I said B plus. This is pretty good. Like, I can't get over my mesquite, my smoky note though, and then I'm doubly baffled that like Cole, we're pretty aligned on stuff usually, but no smokiness from Cole on this one. So
not today.
I do feel a little crazy, but total scores here. I was at 6 and Cole was at 0. So we got a shutout episode today.
Another 0 score for Cole. That happened recently.
Goose
egg. The last time you beat me, I got a 0 points, but this is the first time you beat me in 5 episodes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. So I'm 100% beating you every time you get 0 points. Yeah. For the last 2 times I won. This is great. I should keep this up. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah. It turns out I only win the weird obscure pours. That last one was the K. Luke small batch barrel strength.
Yeah, that was weird and obscure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But that was a fun episode. I enjoyed that. And I didn't love the pour, but I remember the 2014 batch being so much better than this. But either way, still good.
Yeah.
Still good.
Yeah. Hey, they don't make anything like they used to. We know that.
Nah, that's for sure. Especially not back from 2014. But yeah, hope you guys had a good time. Thanks for joining us. Big win for Bryan. We're tied for the season, for season 9, 1-1. Hope you guys will join us next time on Chill Filtered's The Re-Entry Buzz.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is the nope. This is not, already. This is the Re-Entry Buzz. All right, we're doing that again.